Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, everyone? I hope that you're all good, alhamdulillah. And right now it is story time. So before we start our story time together today, we have to get rid of all the wiggles in our body. So we're going to learn a new song and sing it together to help us do that, okay? Let's start with our thumbs. 3, 2, 1, go. My thumbs are starting to wiggle, my thumbs are starting to wiggle, my thumbs are starting to wiggle. And now so are my hands. My hands are starting to wiggle, my hands are starting to wiggle, my hands are starting to wiggle. And now so are my arms. My arms are starting to wiggle, my arms are starting to wiggle, my arms are starting to wiggle. And now so are my shoulders. My shoulders are starting to wiggle, my shoulders are starting to wiggle, my shoulders are starting to wiggle. And now so is my body is starting to wiggle, my body is starting to wiggle, my body is starting to wiggle. Around and around and around. Nice, 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 nice. Now we take one deep breath. Raise your arms up. Take a deep breath and hold it. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it all out. Nice job. MashaAllah, you guys are good at this. Now let's start our story. Our story for today is called You Are All My Favorites. Book by Sam, illustrated by Anita. So if the book is by Sam, if Sam wrote the words, then who is Sam? Sam is the author, and illustrated by Anita. Who's Anita? She is the illustrator. Now let's get started. When we start, we say, Bismillah. You're all my favorites. Once upon a time, there was a mother bear, a father bear, and 3 little baby bears. A first baby bear, a second baby bear, and a third baby bear. Whoever tucked them in at night always said the same thing to them. You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world. One night, after Mommy Bear had tucked them in, and after she had said, You're the most wonderful bears in the whole wide world, the baby bears began to wonder. But how do you know? They asked their mommy bear. How do you know we are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world? Because your daddy told me, said Mommy Bear. When your daddy saw you on the night you were born, he said, and I remember it very well, he said, Those are the most nicest baby bears I've ever seen. In fact, they are the nicest baby bears anyone has ever seen. That was a good answer, and the 3 baby bears snuggled down as happy as could be. But one day, the first baby bear began to think. He wondered if the other 2 bears were nicer than he was. They had patches after all, and he didn't. Maybe his mommy really, really liked patches. And the second baby bear began to wonder, maybe Daddy loves the other 2 more because she's a girl. There were boy bears after all, and she was not. And the third baby bear began to worry. I'm only the littlest, he thought. Everybody's bigger than me. So that night, the 3 baby bears asked their daddy bear, Which one of us do you like most? Who is your favorite? We can't all be the best.
Yes, you can, said Baby Bear. I know you can because I heard your mommy say so when she saw you.
And Daddy Bear picked up the first baby bear to give him a cuddle.
She said,
That is the most perfect first baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even with no patches?
Patches don't matter at all,
said Daddy as he tucked him in.
And when your mommy saw you,
Daddy Bear said, picking up the second baby bear,
she said,
That is the most perfect second baby bear that anyone has ever seen.
Even if I'm not a boy?
Girl or boy, makes no difference,
said her daddy, and he hugged her tight.
And when your mommy saw you,
Daddy Bear lifted the last baby bear into his arms.
she said,
That is the most perfect third baby bear that anyone has ever seen.
Even if I'm the littlest?
Biggly or littly, we love you just the same. So there, 3 favorites. You are all my favorites.
And the best baby bears in the whole wide world went to sleep as happily as could be, because that was a good answer too. The end. Did you guys like this story? Who were the characters in this story? They were bears, they were bears, they were a family of bears. There was Mommy Bear, there was Daddy Bear, and how many baby bears did they have? 3 baby bears, that is right. All right, you guys, wash your hands, stay safe and stay healthy. And I will see you in the next story time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.